So we are working on, what are we working on today? Bobcat S595. Customer calls in, has what? Hard crank, hard start, prolonged crank, no start symptoms, correct?
Yep.
So first thing we do, go out and look at it. Went ahead, plugged in the laptop just to see if we could pull codes. Biggest thing was, most common code with 27 occurrences is a P0087 rail pressure buildup fault. Anytime we get a fuel system performance or fault, the first thing you do, no matter what, is change the fuel filter. So that's what we did. And if you guys know anything about the construction industry, Bobcats are notorious for fuel system issues when it comes to contamination. So, change the fuel filter. What do we pull out of the fuel filter? Rust and debris. That's the fuel that's in it right there. So that's what we dumped right out of the fuel filter. Rust, water, and some diesel. So, biggest issue on these guys is the contamination with these high pressure fuel systems. So now the entire system has basically been exposed to excessive contamination. We'll go ahead with our Bobcat remote tool, power on.
Orange.
Orange. Okay, next thing we did was, it's a rail pressure fault for building pressure. We got to see where we're losing it at. All of these lines are hooked up to the return side of the injectors. So when we crank, we should have very, very little fuel in those lines. We're talking like fill up those lines at about an inch after about 15 seconds of cranking. Go ahead and fire. 3. Okay, now you'll see all those lines pretty much filled with diesel. We are returning way too much fuel. So that system is not seeing proper pressure to actually tell that injector to go ahead and open up and fire. So what we have here is a complete system failure, essentially. It needs 3 injectors are shot, but with that much contamination in it, it needs a full new set of injectors, new lines, new rail, new high pressure pump. That's what the system needs to fix it properly. You go putting just new injectors in it, you go doing anything, you may have failure from contamination again. The other thing is, we got to drain the tank, we got to try and flush the tank, and we need to talk to the owner and see where his fuel source is coming from. Because with all that rust already sitting in that filter, my suspicion is we got an old tank full of rust. We're getting rust and water into their system. So that's just another reason. This is just the cost of ownership. With these fuel systems, and this is a very popular brand, probably one of the most popular brands there is. Everybody calls skid loaders Bobcats because Bobcat built that name. Very, very popular brand. This is what it costs to own it. Now we're looking at injectors, pump, rail, lines, all of that plus the labor. So once again, guys, this is all cost of ownership. You hear me talk about that a lot, what it costs to actually own the machine.